Peace. It is. I really ain't got nothing to talk about. Sun in Libra, Moon in Cancer. So I'm just really moved into my new home. Cancer rules the home. And here is my library, which in some instances you can relate to Libra. One thing we can say for sure, we can relate the law to Libra. American legal history, law dictionaries, real life dictionary of law. I'm trying to get my fundamentals together in law, studies in contract law, trying to bridge, stay steady in my mythology. Plain Honest Man, that's a book about the Constitution. I bought that book before I was even really conscious, and it really wasn't even. That was a book I bought and I started back reading again, which I had stopped doing when I was like a teenager. Really, this is a good book, Rise and Fall of Atlantis. It got some esoterica in there. It got some archaeology. That's a good book right there. It's funny. If nothing else, it's funny. Got some facts in there too. Got some science. Fingerprint Guys, Graham Hancock, he lies in that book, pushing his agenda. Well, I ain't gonna say he lies, I'll take that back. I ain't gonna say that. But he skews information to benefit himself. I bought that book, Ratification, as a part two to that Plain and Honest book. It's about the amendments, Bill of Rights and shit. Consecrated Talisman by Prince Uriel Bay. That's a book. It's kind of a hard read for me personally, but it got all our Moorish history in it. Guides of the Cataclysms and Serpent Grail. Those two kind of go hand in hand. And it's crazy that these books are kind of together because I just randomly put these up. I just pulled them out of boxes. But Serpent Grail goes into a lot of esoteric stuff of history, and the Guides of the Cataclysm goes into a lot of archaeological stuff. So, and they talk about the same people, obviously, because it's our people, all ancient black folk cultures, if you will. Black folks. Okay. The roots of English words. Yes. Name book is for the names, but that's etymology, of course. Astrology. I don't know if you've seen. I don't have as many astrology books as I suppose one may assume, since that's what I mainly talk about. This is somewhat of an astrology book. It's more about the chakras. Rocks Cry Out, must have for Afro Americans. Apple cider vinegar, the cure all for everything. This was my mama's book. I ain't even really read it. I probably need to read it. Ancient Future. That's 7 Hermetic Principles. Yeah. Astrology book. Encyclopedia. This is a good book. My wife was telling me. I haven't really read it, but look through it. This is actually my aunt. She actually wrote this book. That's my aunt. So, it's in my family. Etymology again. Etymology. This is a good book right here. Gods and Goddesses, Devils and Demons. Gives cross references. This is a good book. This is from the brother I said, the Duke of Tears. Some Moorish compendium. I can't say it right. I actually don't remember. Look at that zodiac with all that science. Look at that. That's the constellations. Astrology is the clock of destiny. This, I believe, came out of the original clock of destiny, the one that's like 700 pages or whatever. The Moorish zodiac, constitution, Moorish. You need to know everything Moorish. So that's that. Some of them are my wife's books. I think that's my mama's book actually. Where was I at? Damn, here you got Word With It. Gotta have that. You see this hoe is my son that got a hold of that. Man. Cover gone. I worked that book. History of English, World Religions. That's a good one. Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. Oh, hold on. Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. Damn, I hope I was showing those. Okay. Ancient and modern Britons. Gotta have, must have. They tell you about the Indians and Moors being one people. That's a nag, like a Nag Hammadi. Two of those for whatever reason. Learning my Hebrew. Israelites, do you know your Hebrew? Atlantis, I've done a video about that. Somebody recommended this book to me, and I'm glad I got it. Here's some PDFs I printed out. Look at this: Phoenician, origin of the Britons, Scots, and Anglo-Saxons. You later, babies. Phoenicians, Phoenicians is the Olmecs, is the Moors. Phoenicians, Olmecs, Moors, all same thing. This is something you can look up and read if you want. Whatever. I don't know. This is what I really wanted to show. I gave book one to somebody. Shout out to the brother Hakeem Bey. These books right here changed my life. Get all of them, 13 of them. Just recently printed those out. Got this from, I think Dr. Alim suggested this to me, I believe. In Caesar's Grip, it's about law. Got to get into that much heavier. See, my life been in kind of flux. Now I'm really finna be able to really get into more of my stuff. Good book right there, Dr. Layla Africa. It has the true depiction of Africa. That's what Africa really looks like. They lie to you, that map you see. This book right here, Voyages of the Pyramids. Talk about how the pyramid builders are connected. Kind of goes with that Gods of the Cataclysm book. I ain't gonna show this book. This the Brother Jamal book right there. I got it wrapped up for him. It's that Hebrew is Greek. Black's Law, gotta have, must have, case fundamentals. This right here is kind of another book, kind of like that Serpent Grail. It's just the Holy Grail. It's going along with the same thing, but it tied the Christian thing into it. How Jesus was a serpent deity. This book right here was disappointing. The Golden Ratio, I thought it would have went way more into, something of reference. Substance, but it didn't. Just got this recently. Haven't really got into it too much yet. But the Masonic Bible got like little descriptions of what's to come in the chapter. Right? Jacob presented to the Pharaoh. He settles in Goshen, Jacob's age. You know what I'm saying? Before every chapter, they got like a little brief. That's pretty cool. See, they be cheating like a motherfucker. See? They just be cheating. They ain't nothing special about these fucking people. They just study. Like they only better than you because they read. I mean, really, and they ain't better than you, but you understand what I'm saying. Chiron, it's a astrological thing. First World Order, greatest book in the world. Greatest book in the world. Greatest freaking book in the world. Just, what can I say? Second greatest book in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are some masterful books, man. More than masonry. I haven't delved into that as I wish. I just got it recently. This is a classic. This was written in like 29, something like that. Get that. Let me see concordance. My concordance have been worked. Dictionaries have been worked. Theology. Some of my white guys, trying to get my fundamentals. You understand what I'm saying? That wasn't what I thought it was, but you know what? I don't see my book fake, which is kind of alarming because that's a good book. But anyway, so Kabbalah, study that, psychology, yeah, and of course the Holographic Universe by Michael Talbert. So my library, it's not as extensive as I wish, but I'm getting there. If you want to make look, get this book too. A couple of these I didn't say. Future Science. Bam. You should get it. It's very interesting stuff in there. Very, very, very interesting. This ISIS thesis, very complicated stuff in there. I suggest you have a good background in fucking science. You know, it kind of gave me personally a fucking headache. I'm like, damn, I don't even understand half of this shit. But this one is one I really wanted to show. The Voodoo Gnostic Workbook. I heard Brother Bobby Hemmett recommend this one. They got some rituals in here and shit, and it really kind of explain to you like why you doing a ritual, and like you really just impacting your mind, so on and so forth. But so yeah, you know, what was it? It was the Moon in Cancer. So I'm in my new home. We just moved in recently. I ain't even got my bookshelf or nothing yet. I ain't got nothing yet, but I got my books, baby. You know, that's what nourishes me. Cancer is what nourishes you. This is what nourishes me. Knowledge. Peace.